This is Mental Forge, where weakness burns and warriors are built. Have you ever wondered why some men seem to walk through life as if the path rises to meet their feet, while others stumble over every stone, paralyzed by hesitation and doubt? There's a moment in every man's life, a singular flash when reality presents a choice. Remain as you are, or become the man you were meant to be. This video is your invitation to that moment. If you're tired of letting fear, indecision, and old stories dictate your future, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into what it truly takes to become a man of decision, a man whose word shapes worlds, whose vision bends reality, and whose life radiates power, clarity, and abundance. Imagine standing before a locked door marked destiny. The key is not strength of body, but strength of mind. It is not about luck, or talent, or waiting for the right time. The door opens only to those who decide, who act, who refuse to let life happen to them. That's what this journey is about: transforming yourself into the kind of man who makes decisions with conviction, follows through with relentless discipline, and inspires others through his very presence. Let me ask you, what would your life look like if you trusted your own judgment completely? If you had the inner fire to pursue your dreams with unwavering focus, turning obstacles into stepping stones? What would it feel like to know, deep in your bones, that you can create the success, wealth, and freedom you desire, because you've become the kind of man who makes things happen? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a roadmap, a set of 5 key steps, rooted in timeless wisdom and modern science, that will empower you to embody the man of decision you were always meant to be. Before we go further, make sure you subscribe to this channel. This is not just another motivational pep talk. This is where you return, again and again, to feed your mind, renew your discipline, and stay on the path of mastery. Join our community of men committed to growth, power, and purpose. Don't just watch, commit. Let's begin with a story of a boy born into poverty, facing ridicule for his lack of formal education. His name was Henry Ford. In his youth, Ford watched his father toil endlessly on the farm, barely scraping by. The world told Ford he was foolish to dream of machines replacing horses, that he should stick to what he knew. But Ford made a decision. He decided to ignore the voices of doubt, to trust his inner vision, and to act, day after day, with discipline and faith. That decision to persist, to believe, to act transformed not just his life, but the world. He created the Model T, revolutionized industry, and proved that a man's decisions, not his circumstances, determine his destiny. The path to becoming a man of decision is not something you stumble upon. It is carved, stroke by stroke, by your choices, your habits, your values, your vision. It begins with a single, powerful truth. You already have the power within you. The difference between those who lead and those who follow is not intelligence, luck, or background. It is the willingness to decide, to commit, and to act, no matter what. Now, imagine you wake up tomorrow with absolute clarity about what you want. You move through your day with unshakable confidence. You don't hesitate, second guess, or delay. You make decisions quickly, knowing that action is the only way to shape the future. You feel strong, focused, and alive. This is not a fantasy. It is the direct result of mastering the 5 key steps we'll explore together today. But first, you need a foundation. Let's draw from the classic wisdom of Napoleon Hill, author of Think and Grow Rich. Hill spent decades studying the world's most successful men. He found that every great achievement begins with a clear, definite purpose, a burning desire, crystallized into a decision and backed by relentless action. Think of Andrew Carnegie, who arrived in America as a penniless immigrant and became the richest man of his era. Carnegie's secret, as Hill discovered, was his ability to make decisions quickly and change them slowly. He moved with purpose, acted with certainty, and inspired others to do the same. So, what holds most men back? Not a lack of opportunity, or ability, or intelligence. It is indecision, the silent killer of dreams. Indecision breeds doubt, fear, and regret. It wastes time, drains energy, and erodes confidence. You must become ruthless in eliminating indecision from your life. Every moment you spend hesitating is a moment lost forever. Let's break this down. Becoming a man of decision requires 5 key steps, each building upon the last, creating a powerful framework for lifelong growth, wealth, and impact. These steps are not secrets, they are disciplines, forged through daily practice and unwavering commitment. The first key is clarity of vision. Leonardo da Vinci, perhaps the greatest genius in history, once wrote, "Where there is no vision, there is no hope." Da Vinci's notebooks are filled with sketches, ideas, and inventions, many centuries ahead of their time. But what set him apart was not merely his talent, it was his relentless focus on his vision. He saw what others could not, and he pursued it with obsession. Here's your challenge. Take out your journal each morning and write, in vivid detail, the man you intend to become. What does he value? How does he act? What decisions does he make, even when it is hard? Visualize your ideal self as clearly as you can. Neuroscience tells us that the brain cannot distinguish between vivid imagination and reality. The more you rehearse your vision, the easier it becomes to embody it. This is not daydreaming. This is mental programming, as explained in Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. Your self-image sets the boundaries of your achievement. Change your self-image, and you change your results. Affirm to yourself, "I am a decisive man. I act with clarity and conviction. My decisions shape my destiny." The second key is killing fear through repetition and vision. Fear is the thief of greatness. Thomas Edison, who failed over 10,000 times before inventing the light bulb, understood this better than anyone. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison made a decision failure would not stop him. Instead, he used each setback as fuel. Every morning, he reviewed his goals, visualized success, and took action, no matter what. If fear is holding you back, use this daily ritual. Each night, write down your biggest fears. Then, write the opposite outcome, the empowered version. Visualize yourself acting in spite of fear, succeeding, growing, learning. Over time, this rewires your subconscious, replacing fear with faith. As Earl Nightingale taught in The Strangest Secret, you become what you think about most of the time. Choose thoughts of power, courage, and possibility. The third key is relentless discipline and daily action. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, faced wars, betrayal, and personal tragedy. Yet, each morning, he wrote in his journal, reminding himself to act with wisdom, courage, and self-control. He understood that life is won or lost in the small choices made every day. Jeff Olson, in The Slight Edge, reveals that success is not a single leap, but the result of simple disciplines repeated daily. Brushing your teeth, reading 10 pages, saying no to distractions. These small acts, compounded over weeks and months, create massive change. Start with one habit. Each morning, review your goals. Each night, reflect on your decisions. Did you act as the man you want to be? If not, forgive yourself. Learn and recommit. Progress, not perfection, is the key. The fourth key is strategic thinking and wealth building. Andrew Carnegie once said, "The man who acquires the ability to take full possession of his own mind may take possession of anything else to which he is justly entitled." Strategic thinking means seeing beyond the immediate, making decisions not just for today, but for the future. It means investing in yourself, your skills, your network, your health, your mindset. Read Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and you'll learn that wealth is a mindset long before it is a bank balance. Begin a weekly wealth review. Track your income, expenses, and investments. Study successful men. Ask yourself, what value can I create? What problems can I solve? How can I multiply my results? The wealthiest men in history, Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan, Vanderbilt, were not born rich. They cultivated wealth through focused thinking, bold decisions, and relentless learning. The fifth and final key is unwavering integrity and faith. Mahatma Gandhi, leading millions in India's struggle for independence, refused to compromise his values. He made decisions rooted in truth, even when it meant imprisonment, hunger strikes, and suffering. His power did not come from physical strength, but from moral clarity. Integrity is the foundation upon which all true success is built. Every night, before you sleep, Ask yourself, did I act with honor today? Did my decisions reflect my values? The world is hungry for men who stand for something, who live by principle, who keep their word. Make this your standard. Let's pause here for a moment. If you're finding value in this journey, make sure you subscribe. This is just the beginning. The road to mastery is long, but you'll never walk it alone. Our community is here to support, challenge, and inspire you. Turn on notifications so you never miss the tools, stories, and strategies that will keep you growing. Now, let's go deeper. Becoming a man of decision is not about never making mistakes. It is about making choices, learning, adjusting, and moving forward. Perfection is not required, commitment is. John D. Rockefeller, who built the world's largest fortune from humble beginnings, made countless mistakes. But he decided, early on, to learn from every failure, to systematize his thinking, and to surround himself with wise advisors. He was decisive, but not reckless. He prepared, he planned, and when the time came, he acted boldly. This is where the teachings of Atomic Habits by James Clear come into play. Focus on identity-based habits. Don't just set goals, become the man who achieves them. If you want to be fit, act as a fit man acts. If you want to be wealthy, make decisions as a wealthy man makes. Every small action, repeated, strengthens your identity. Over time, your decisions become automatic, effortless, aligned with your highest vision. Let's talk about mental discipline. The mind is like a garden neglected, and weeds of doubt, fear, and distraction take over. Tend it daily, and you harvest clarity, power, and peace. Winston Churchill, facing the darkest days of World War II, was famous for his morning routine. He would rise early, bathe, dress formally, review his goals, and read inspiring literature. He fortified his mind before stepping onto the world stage. You can do the same. Begin each day with silent 7 minutes of deep breathing, visualization, or meditation. Picture yourself making powerful decisions, handling challenges with calm, acting swiftly and wisely. Throughout the day, use affirmations. I am disciplined. I am focused. I am unstoppable. Neuroscience shows that repetition rewires the brain, making new patterns automatic. Protect your mind from negativity. Limit news, gossip, and toxic influences. Feed your mind with wisdom, inspiration, and truth. Let's ground this with another historical lesson. Abraham Lincoln, facing failure after failure, personal tragedy, and the weight of a nation divided, never wavered in his resolve. He journaled his thoughts, clarified his values, and made decisions rooted in the principle of unity and justice. He understood that leadership is not about popularity, but about making the hard choices, standing alone if necessary, and trusting in a higher purpose. Here's a practical journaling prompt. Each week, write about a decision you're facing. List your fears, your hopes, your options. Then, write the decision your highest self would make. Commit to acting on that decision, no matter what. Over time, you'll build a library of victories, a record of your growth, discipline, and power. Now, let's talk about building resilience. Life will test you. You will face setbacks, criticism, and doubt. The difference between winners and losers is not talent, but the ability to get back up, again and again. Theodore Roosevelt, sickly and frail as a child, was told he'd never live a full life. He decided, instead, to build his body and mind through daily discipline. He became a champion boxer, a fearless soldier, and eventually, one of the most decisive presidents in history. His motto, do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, keep a resilience journal. Record every setback, every doubt, and every victory. Write how you responded. Did you shrink, or did you rise? Over time, you'll see patterns. You'll learn that resilience is a muscle. Train it, and it grows. Let's explore the spiritual dimension. Deepak Chopra, in The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, teaches that all power comes from alignment with a higher purpose. Decisions made from fear create chaos. Decisions made from faith, love, and clarity create miracles. Spend time each week in nature, in silence, or in prayer. Ask, what does my soul want? What would love do? Trust that the answers will come. Live from faith, not fear. Now, let's talk about wealth. Wallace D. Wattles, in The Science of Getting Rich, tells us that abundance is a result of thinking and acting in a certain way. That way is decisive, bold, and generous. Wealth flows to men who create value, solve problems, and act with integrity. Start a gratitude practice. Each night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This trains your mind to focus on abundance, not lack. As you do, you'll attract more opportunities, more ideas, more resources. Here's a powerful visualization. Close your eyes and picture yourself 1 year from now. You are decisive, disciplined, wealthy in mind and soul. What do you see? Who is with you? What does your environment look like? Feel the emotions: pride, gratitude, excitement. Hold this image for 5 minutes each day. This creates a magnetic pull, drawing you toward your vision. Let's revisit another historical figure, Alexander the Great, who conquered the known world by the age of 30. His secret? He made decisions with lightning speed and executed them with relentless focus. He inspired loyalty, demanded excellence, and refused to let doubt slow him down. But he also reflected deeply, consulted wise advisors, and learned from every campaign. His life teaches us that decision and discipline, coupled with humility and learning, create unstoppable momentum. Now, let's bring these lessons together. To become a man of decision, you must cultivate unshakable belief. Believe in your vision, your abilities, and your right to succeed. This belief is not arrogancy, it is faith in the power within you. As Claude M. Bristol wrote in The Magic of Believing, your subconscious mind responds to your dominant thoughts. Feed it with belief, and it will move mountains. Next, kill fear through repetition and vision. Every time you act in spite of fear, you weaken its grip. Every time you visualize success, you strengthen your courage. Make this your daily ritual. Then, rewire your subconscious with power and purpose. Use affirmations, journaling, and visualization to program your mind for success. Let go of old stories, limitations, and doubts. Replace them with new beliefs. I am powerful. I am creative. I am unstoppable. Live from faith, not fear. Trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Act with boldness, knowing that every step forward brings new opportunities, new allies, new resources. Become a man of decision, focus, and identity. Your identity is shaped by your decisions. Decide who you want to be, and then act as that man. Every day, develop personal power and resilience. Train your mind, your body, your emotions. Learn from every setback. Celebrate every victory. Achieve mental discipline and self-mastery. Control your thoughts, your habits, your attention. Protect your mind from negativity. Feed it with wisdom, beauty, and truth. Master strategic thinking and wealth-building skills. Learn from the best. Invest in yourself. Create value, solve problems, build networks. Gain clear vision and definite purpose. Know what you want, why you want it, and how you'll get it. Review your vision daily. Adjust as needed, but never lose sight of your purpose. Adopt a wealth-oriented mindset. Focus on abundance, not scarcity. Be generous, grateful, and creative. Attract wealth by becoming the man who deserves it. Embody moral strength and inner integrity. Stand for something. Keep your word. Live by principle, not convenience. Build a lifelong growth framework. Never stop learning, growing, evolving. Seek mentors, read books, join communities. Challenge yourself, push your limits, celebrate your progress. Be disciplined in thought, clear in vision, strong in values, bold in action, unstoppable in growth, free in mind, rich in soul, and abundant in results. Now, you might be wondering, how do I stay accountable? How do I keep this fire burning, day after day, year after year? Here's the secret. Surround yourself with other men on the same path. Join our community. Share your progress in the comments. Tell us your victories, your challenges, your breakthroughs. The journey is long, but together, we are unstoppable. If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. Hit that button. turn on notifications, and commit to your own greatness. This is more than a channel, it's a brotherhood, a movement, a revolution. As we come to the end of this journey, let me leave you with one final story. Benjamin Franklin, one of history's greatest polymaths, began each day by asking, "What good shall I do this day?" He ended each night by asking, "What good have I done today?" This simple practice kept him focused, humble, and relentless in his pursuit of excellence. You can do the same. Tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself, did I act as a man of decision today? Did I move closer to my vision? Did I honor my values? If the answer is yes, celebrate. If not, forgive yourself, learn, and recommit. The journey is never over. Each day is a new opportunity to decide, to act, to grow. Remember, the world does not need more men who wait, hesitate, or doubt. The world needs men who decide, who act, who lead. Be that man. Let your life be a beacon of strength, clarity, and purpose. Let your decisions shape not just your destiny, but the destiny of those around you. If you found value in this video, share it with a friend. Invite them to join our journey. The more men who commit to mastery, the stronger we become. Subscribe, comment, and stay connected. Together, we rise. Your future is not written in the starset, is written in your decisions. Decide now to become the man you were born to be. The world is waiting. Your destiny is calling. It's time to answer. Thank you for watching, for listening, for deciding. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay strong, stay focused, and remember, you are the author of your own story. Choose wisely, live boldly, and never, ever stop growing. Champions, your mind has been forged a little stronger today, but the real test isn't what you learned, it's what you do with it. Take action, dominate your day, and remember, we're not just building better thoughts, we're forging unstoppable lives. The forge doesn't stop, and neither do you. If this episode hit you where it counts, subscribe to Mental Forge Academy and join the Brotherhood of Champions who refuse to settle for ordinary. Go transform, strike while the mind is hot.